But the idea is, normally the NABU plugs into an adapter by way of an RS-422 connection, and you run a piece of software on your PC that simulates the original network adapter and cable head end that they had back in the day. So since you can run that on a modern PC, I'm like, okay, here's a little tiny modern PC. Maybe I can connect this up and everything will just work. Gonna hope. And then the other piece of it is this one that also just came in. I love this. It is 4 TTL serial breakout boards that are still like panelized from the factory. Alright, so yeah, there we go. And one of these guys should be able to connect now. It's RS-422 on the back. So the mad science is going to be tapping in to the UART and connecting a TTL line straight to it and bypassing the RS-422 transceiver. One of those links, the first link in there, is basically the schematic that's being used. And the second one is the PCBWay project, which is the PC board. And what that board is designed to do is you just yank the UART off the board and put it into this other board, and it intercepts the lines. So it's a no-cut mod. Hey, Sinla, how's it going? Alright, I think Fubar is absolutely freaking out at that SID. I don't think its SID player is really the best thing, so I'm just going to turn it off. And we will just go from here. So, I had... Oh, goody. Because I had flashed the SD card for my Pi, and then went to copy some files onto it, and it wasn't working. But now it is, I think. So let's see here. I'm just gonna. It's over here in my little Linux server. So if I replug that. MS-DOS boot sector. So I imaged the drive. All right. So I imaged the SD card, and it's not showing a partition table, which is a little weird. I'm used to you burn the image to the SD card, and you get 2 partitions, a Linux and a FAT partition. The file, when I run file on the image, it shows it as a DOS MBR boot sector, partition 1. So am I just doing this really wrong? Have they changed the way that you image SD cards with the Raspberry Pi? I really hope not. Because yeah, this is super not working. Right off the bat, just problems. Love it. Love it so much. Is it a bare metal Pi image? I mean, it's just the image they get right off of their oh, come on, software. Download for Ubuntu. Oh, that's RPi. I don't want RPi Imager. I just want the freaking image. Operating systems. Raspberry Pi OS. And it's literally just this. I mean, so I did not partition this SD card. I'm used to the image having the partition table in it. So yeah, this is strange. Raspberry Pi OS. Use the RPi imager. Lets you set everything up, downloads the latest image, and formats the card correctly. Okay, all right, we can do that. This has turned into a Raspberry Pi stream. All right, Ubuntu. No, I just want to copy link location, copy link address. Get that thing. The package I imager latest. Errors encountered. Bleh. Dependency problems prevent configuration of RPi imager. Love it. Search RPi imager. Is it in the repo? It's in the repo. Apt install RPi imager. Don't mind me, just faffing about with my stupid OS. Okay, now you're installing the dependencies. You piece of... All right. That's what I did. I DD'd it straight to the card, which is how I've always done this. And now it's just like, nope. So, all right, we will try the RPi imager. I'm sorry that I can't... Well, I guess I could... Do I have an easy way to do this? Not really. Hey, there we go. That kind of works. All right, we're going to go with that. We're going to go with that. All right. Okay. Because there's the image. There's what it says it is. Like, it's boot sector, partition 1. Which is weird, because I would expect to see a partition table. But okay, fine, whatever. RPi imager. Sweet, it's graphical, and I don't have an X server. You piece of junk. All right, we're going to go with the legacy address. We will just download this thing, and that'll take however long it takes. Oh. Yeah, no, I'm just... trying to get a freaking OS on my impossible to buy any more single board computers. And this is what I get. And I was a good streamer, and I burned the card before I did any of this, before I started the stream, and it's just like, nope. How do I use XZ? See how long this takes on this ancient Atom. I don't know why they have to squeeze just a couple more bytes out by using stupid XZ instead of something like bzip. But okay, whatever, fine. Old man yells at cloud. Completely succumb to large-scale enterprise customers, the compute module. Sorry, just catch up on chat while this extracts. Hello, Amiga Labs. Don't know that I've run into you. Welcome to the channel. I'm sorry to read about your mother. I hope she can come home in a week or so. A buddy of mine has just had big family issues here too, and that absolutely sucks. I'm sorry. Oh, hey. Okay. All right. Always changing your handle there. Well, welcome. Yeah. Yeah, Pi. Well, you know, I'm not gonna. I just want this thing to decompress faster. Decompress faster on my ancient machine. So while that works, actually, let's get back over here. Back to the bench. Yeah, schools can't get them. That is totally no, nobody can get them except like Bitcoin miners. I don't know. I too am irritated. All right, set that aside. So, next thing to do is, let me disconnect the power from the NABU because we need to get this thing open and take a look at the board. All right. Let's see here. I don't know how my previous job is doing, and I'm not going to talk about it on stream. Okay, so this is the transceiver section here. So let's see if I can dim this light just to, nope, that's the opposite of dim. Thank you very much, bench lamp. Yeah, so this is the transceiver section, and so it's got these two op amps, which are used for the differential signaling, I'm pretty sure. And then this is the UART. So if we refer to that schematic, it was up here. Alternative. All right. Drag this onto my other window, maybe, possibly. I really need to get a higher res bench screen. Yeah, so pin 20 and pin 25 to U13 and U12, which is exactly what these are. So that's good. Unfortunately, aside from desoldering these chips, there's no easy way to isolate them other than to yank the chip, which of course is exactly what they do with this board. So I think one easy thing to do would just be to pull this chip out and lift those pins, and then we can tack the pins directly. Now, I'm a little bit worried I don't want to go bending pins too terribly much on this Western Design Center UART. I always get WDC and WD. My brain just messes those around. Could lift those pins and just do this temporarily. Probably it would be okay to bend those pins out, even though I'm not super excited about the idea. All right, see, I'm looking where all these capacitors are. They're just part of the, all right, they're just part of the transceiver. Yeah, so I guess we will get the puller and yank those guys. Yank this UART. All right, oh, this is decompressed. All right, let me pop over to the, all right. All right, just DDing that file now. Then let's get in here and yank this UART. That good, satisfying, ripping feeling when you remove a chip from the first time after God knows how many years. All right. And there we are. Fun little UART. So this is, all right, this would be a 40 pin dip, I think. Hmm. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20. Yep. All right. 40 pin dip. So we want, let me get my web browser up. Pin 20 is this guy. Pin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This guy. Yeah, I hate doing this. All right, so there we are. Pins lifted. That first pull is when some of us are trying not to have a coronary that we broke it, yeah. I tend to have a fair amount of hubris with my retro tinkering and repairs because I'm generally fairly confident that I can repair anything that I might screw up. But a part like this, I just do not know if I'd be able to source a replacement. So I get pretty nervous. Now, let's see. We've got, here's our TTL serial. Actually, I'm just trying to find the markings on here for which thing is which. All right, well, we'll figure that out in a second, but I'm hoping what I can do now is I can get some of these little DuPont wires. Ta-da! Here's one, here's another. I need a third one for ground. So take some of these little DuPont wires, tack them onto the chip, hope that it works. That is in no way, shape, or form going to work. Cool. Yeah, no, there's no way I would get that lucky. All right. So, guess we're soldering tonight, which is fine. Fine. Totally fine. Find some wire. We got wire. We got wire. All right, so I got a black, I got a blue, and I got a green. That'll do. All right. Part of me wonders, since these are just op amps, how bad it would be if I just tapped into the signals without isolating them, without lifting the pins. All right, pin 3 is ground. Let us try and find some points on this board. Oh, cool. My meter overlay is also not going to work. This is the stream where nothing works. All right. In the meantime, this thing has done its thing. Fdisk, SDC. Yeah, this is also not working. This is absolutely ridiculous. All right, I'm going to install the Raspberry Pi imager for freaking Windows at this point. Choose OS, Raspberry Pi OS 32-bit. Bring the SD card back over to this PC. Put it in the actual SD interface. Custom image. All right, I've already downloaded the image. Storage. Are you going to see the SD card? You're not going to see the SD card? This is so much fun. This is just absolutely so much fun. Yeah. I don't know. Let me try a different card. All right, so I've got this other Pi right over here. Already got an SD card. Already got stuff on it, which I guess I could just use. In fact, I wonder if I can just make this work. It's got RetroPie on it, but I can quit out of RetroPie and do other things with it. This imaging process is just being absolutely dumb. All right, there we are. Dev SDC1. Okay, there. I have copied the NABU software onto this SD card. Just do this number. All right. In the meantime, what happens? There we go. All right. Now, what were we doing? I've tried this. I've tried this with both the internal and my USB SD card adapter, and I've used them both to do this before. This is not a difficult lift for these particular devices. So I have no idea what's going on. All right. That is not ground. Something in this schematic told me that that was ground. Yeah, pin 3. Okay, yeah, that's ground. I guess I just wasn't on a very good ground over here. Yeah, all right, that's just a lousy ground. Interesting. All right, that should absolutely be ground. Yeah. All right, pin 3 is very, very much ground. The question is, are any of these guys ground? I'm just trying to find a convenient place where I can tack a wire. Okay, right there. So, some laptop readers won't work with full images. Asus netbooks, really? That's awful. That is truly, truly awful. Right. Get the bench into soldering mode. System D, SD card D, yeah. What were we joking about today? Me and my soon-to-be ex-boss. Some other stupid process that we joked about that System D had clearly taken over. I forget what it was. Ground. Sorry, this. You dig System D? I do not. I absolutely do not. All right. RX, okay, so this is receive. We will say that we are transmitting on green, receiving on blue. All right, light up the soldering iron, which for whatever reason I hadn't planned on using tonight. I don't know why it hadn't occurred to me to move my soldering iron to a more convenient spot, but hey, whatever. All right, let's transmit. That's receive. And ground. All right. So 3 lines. And now we can tack them. And yes, I'm just going to tack them to the leads on the chip. System D is your favorite Microsoft product. Nice. All right, transmit to pin 20. That off because I know I'm going to need it again. And let's see, this ground, this is on a big ground plane, so I don't know how well this is going to heat up. Oh, actually, not too bad. Alrighty. Ground. Worst connection ever, but for the moment I will take it. All right, transmit to pin 20. I'm absolutely struggling to make this joint. All right. Received at pin 25. Cannot see what I'm doing. All right. Groovy. that much. Mad science. Mad science. All right, that's the transmit pin. It's the receive pin. All right. Cool, cool. And now I just have to convince this Pi to do its thing. What am I hooking up? We're doing a little bit of surgery on a NABU PC. Here we are. This is going to be using a Raspberry Pi to emulate the network adapter. There's software that's been released for multiple platforms that emulates the original cable TV equipment that ran these things. And whoops. Sorry, don't do that. That's better. Most retro computing really absolutely is mad science. You're totally correct, Lady Alaros. So we have the NABU here, and what we've done is I've lifted the serial pins that go into this UART, and these would be TTL at this point, rather than the RS-422 transceiver that's built in here and goes out to the port. So the idea is that using this USB-TTL-serial adapter, which I will plug into the Raspberry Pi, like so, we can run the network adapter software on the Pi. And the reason that I'm doing this is because ultimately my goal is to run the network adapter software on this much more tinier Pi and actually mount it basically to the back of this machine and have it just feel like a standalone system because it has its own emulator. You don't have to hook it up to another PC via USB and serial port and all that stuff. That's the goal. Other people have done it. It worked for them. Why shouldn't it work for us? So I need to switch my stuff over to where I can see the Pi, and hopefully we can make this work. Boot our Pi. Oh, and it would help if you all, I guess, could see what I'm doing. All right, so it's booting to the RetroPie, which we don't really want. And I should, I think, be able to exit it. But it's also possible that this emergency keyboard that I have is not going to work for me. Yes, I can't caps lock. I can't, oh wait, there's number lock. Oh right, you're gonna want Ethernet, aren't you? Fine. Here's some Ethernet. Maybe if I do this, y'all can actually see what I've got going on the Pi. Just barely. Move the Pi into the shot a little tiny bit. Yeah, I don't care. Using the USB serial adapter to avoid using a regular USB serial adapter from the back port. Yes, that is exactly it. Because there's an RS-422 adapter that goes in back here where the port is. And I could plug that into the Pi and then have it come out the back, but I'd really rather just have it be very small, very compact, directly connected. Let's see if this works. Oh, this text is so tiny. And this keyboard absolutely is not working. Okay, fine. That means I can finally throw it away. Yeah, we'll grab the one from my real PC, because I can't find where the rest of my USB keyboards went in the apartment move. There we go. I copied a zip file over here. Yeah, there it is. NABU Linux ARM. All right. Move, boot, NABU Linux ARM, zip. Here. Just go ahead and, all right. Unzip NABU Linux ARM. Pi, GPIO, UART pins. They probably could, except that this is a 5-volt system, and I don't think I can put 5-volt serial directly onto these GPIOs without it getting rather mad at me. So at the end of the day, I just decided these boards are cheap. And in fact, the board that I ordered from, or I'm about to order from China, that's designed to just interpose this UART, is designed to have this thing soldered directly to it. So I just ordered a bunch of those. Yeah, 5 volts, no bueno. 5 volts, nobody likes 5 volts anymore. All right, what happens when I change mode, X, NABU. I'm sorry you all can't see this. I can't see this either. The text is just entirely too tiny because of how they set this terminal up. Watch this thing just completely shit itself because I'm not in X. Maybe? Something's going on, I guess. All right, well, that's not good. All right, let's reboot. Oh, I realize this is also cutting off the screen because it's set up for a 4x3 computer, not a Raspberry Pi. Oh well. I can easily do this, and then you all are going to see a very squished picture, but at least it won't be cutting off anymore. NABU internet adapter. No, of course not. Probably doesn't have X installed. Yeah, right. Of all the things I'm up to tonight, I don't think the aspect ratio is the one that is really going to concern people. Apt search. I have motif. Might have to install an X11 environment if this thing is going to insist on it. That's going to be fun if this software insists on having X. Actually, okay. ARM. Oh, so it made a NABU internet adapter directory there. That's interesting. Let's see, what are we linked against? We are linked against nothing I don't have. Interesting. This is not an X binary. It's libdl, libz, libm, librt, gcc, standard C, ARM hard float. Okay. Pin out. Ha ha. It didn't work. Because nothing is going to work for me ever. I don't know. It should. No, you're right. This is not Raspbian. This is RetroPie. So it's going to be missing a few things, I guess. Apt install MWM. I'm just going to install X. A very minimal X system. I'm using RetroPie because I had a card sitting around with RetroPie on it, and all of my attempts to load a Raspberry Pi image onto an SD card tonight have absolutely failed, and I don't know why. The Raspberry Pi Imager program on Windows won't see my SD card. Writing it with DD or Balena Etcher results in a disk with no partitions. It's been very, very frustrating. The most frustrating aspect of this whole thing has just been the freaking Pi. You're running show schematic of the board and the GPIO pin listing. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, MWM is always just my go-to little tiny X environment. Apt search start X. I think I still need something else to get me start X, don't I? Apt install X init. Haha. Do an X like it's the 90s. Yeah. Oh, come on. Apt update. Accepted. Sure, I'll accept what the frick you want. I don't care. Just get my software. On your Mac. Yeah, and it appears to be that way. I don't know why it's not working. But I guess because just nothing is going to work for me tonight. It's going to be the night of nothing works. La 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 la. I'm assuming you all can't read this text either. I can just barely see it on my monitor. Well, actually, if it's visible on this 720 monitor, it's probably visible on that 1080. C#, so who knows what kind of assumptions it makes about one single GUI. Yeah, good point. Yeah, I guess I just sort of feared that it's one of those graphical text mode applications where like it's drawing stuff as though it were text mode, but it's actually in an X11 window. I have no idea. Hopefully, I mean, it would be great if they had set this up, assuming that people are going to want to run this headless, which is in fact how I want to run it. And of course, I picked like my slowest Pi to do this on tonight. That's not true. I guess my slowest Pi would be this 0W right there. But well, the real reason I'm not doing it on this 0W actually is because I cannot find any micro HDMI cables or mini HDMI cables. I might not even have one, but I had micro, so and this of course is just full size, so whatever. Start X means I'm going to need a mouse. So there. Icon has mouse. Whee! New window. No new window for me. No new window. I guess I don't have apt install xterm. It actually predates X itself. Really? That's interesting. I guess it was term, and then it just became X term. I don't know these things. Yay. All right. All right. Start the NABU internet adapter. Maybe it's working fine. It's just that this Pi is really slow. Who knows? Oh my God, yes. It's just that this Pi is incredibly slow. And doing it through X is certainly not helping. Hey, Square. First a terminal emulator for the DEC VEX station. First graphical terminal W and X were brought up on. Wow. All right. Well, this is very strange. Yeah, very strange. All right. I don't actually know how to quit this program. So I'm just going to quit out of X, launch this again at the terminal, and see what happens. Trying to piece together enough of the very first versions of X to demonstrate for X's 40th anniversary next year. That'll be a good VCF exhibit. Well, I mean, it's running. It did something. It made the directory. Maybe it's actually totally happy, and we just won't be able to see anything. So let's assume that, and from here, let's plug the NABU in, plug in the video port. I'm not going to bother with the audio port. And then I also need to plug in a keyboard, or it's going to complain about that and not do anything else. So keyboard. Get our Chungus keyboard. All right. Yes, definitely the world's longest keyboard cable. Let's see, what I want to do is flip over to the RetroTink. There we go. Review, we're set to composite. This might work. It might also blow up, but it might work. All right, well, I saw a little activity light flash on the TTL serial. Entire NABU is way over engineered, the keyboard most of all. Yes. Well, kind of seems to be doing the thing where it doesn't find the adapter. Yes, adapter failure. Okay. It's official. This is not working. All right. Turn you off. Back to the Pi. Boy, I can't even quit this program. Oh, wait, there we go. Okay. I wonder if I can get to this from my main PC, actually. Of course, I just stole the keyboard from it, so this is going to be fun typing on the laptop keyboard itself. Okay. SagePi at retropi.local. Yes. No. Stupid password. Okay. Dev TTY star. All right, dev TTY USB 0 is good. I am in the dial out group, so I can actually write to it. Okay. Oh, you all would probably like to see this, wouldn't you? Let's see. There we are. Okay. So, what we're going to do, I'm going to try running this in a terminal right here. Linux ARM. See if maybe it's happier in this type of terminal. It is. Okay. Start RS-422. Unable to start the server. Please select the COM port. Oh, you piece of... All right, settings. TTY USB 0. All right, save. Wait, what did that say? Use 115.200 on Linux for .NET baud rate bug. Okay, sure. 115.200. Save. All right. Start RS-422. NABU network adapter serial simulator running. Okay. Let's try this again. Switch back to the NABU. And power on. Did not receive a hello message. Oh, incoming buffer clear. Downloading pack. Serial init mode. Serial communication error. Receiving a 83 means the NABU has timed out while it's... Oh my god, it's just cycling and I can't read the messages while waiting for a response from the PC. Okay, it's almost working. It is almost working. Okay, so all of the shit about the baud rate bug makes me concerned that we're just dealing with bog standard serial problems. Wait. Okay. I'm going to stop the serial. We're going to go back up to settings. Restore defaults. Save. Okay. All right. Unable to start serial server to values not following. If Linux, you may need to change it from 150. Okay, so we. All right, fine. Oh, you guys can't see this. I'm so sorry. I'm so bad at this. All right, so now it's complaining that it can't start that. So, all right, I guess I have to leave it at 115.2. In 200. Save. If the serial TCP listener has been changed, start stop the listener and take effect. All right, fine. All right. Can't start it. Why can we not start it? Oh, you pain in the butt. Increase that from the default because 115.2 is slightly too fast. Okay. Oh, you piece of junk. We've been over this, 115, 200. And then you change. What are you doing? Oh. Okay. Serial started. Everyone sees this. Serial is started. Yeah. All right. Reset the NABU. And you all can't see that. I really wish I had a scene set up that could handle all of this stuff. I see little blips of activity on the serial adapter, but it's not happy. Full power cycle. Let me double check the schematic, make sure. All right, receive is hooked up to 25. Yep. Transmit is hooked up to receive, which is pin 20. That should be working. Ground is grounded. Hey amigos, retro gaming, what's going on? Yeah, trying to get this NABU connected to a Pi via the TTL serial mod. And it ain't going too well. We finally have the serial server running-ish. I think it's running. There it is. Did not receive hello message, restarting. Okay. Let me get back to this point, and the NABU's. Looks like it's trying to do something. Okay, please wait. Adapter failure. So, yeah. No idea why that is posed the way it is. All right, you were saying something about a delay. Mm. Hello, Inbound Dreams. How are you? We are fighting with the NABU stuff. All right, settings. That's still there on Linux. Source. Application. RetroNet. Not seeing anything about a delay in there, Polpo. Log all communication. Start serial TCP server. Oh, I did not mean to switch over to that scene. What is going on here? This is where we are. This is where we are. Clear log window when NABU sends in a init. We actually do not. That's what I'm doing. We don't want that. Keep the log window there. Save. Clear the pack cache. Start serial. Downloading. Okay, that's an interesting thing. Downloading, blah, blah, blah. Error downloading. Access to the path temp NABU internet adapter is denied. So that is weird. Didn't say pretty please. Temp folder. Home Pi NABU internet adapter. Let's try that. Start serial. NABU on. Serial fixing checksum. Ooh, that's not good. Fixing checksum said, woo, 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 woo. We're doing a thing. Oh, ho, ho, it's working. Yes, that was 4 woos worth. Serial fixing checksum. All right, so we might just have some noise in the serial, which is, you know, TTL serial on giant wire like this. I can totally understand that, but it's freaking working. What did I change to make it work? I changed the cache directory from /temp to home pi NABU internet adapter, the directory that it made. It was trying to put them on temp, and it's like, I can't write to temp. I don't know why I can't write to temp. Maybe temp's not set up properly on this RetroPie image instead of Raspbian. I don't know. If I can sort out, now that I know what the requirements of the damn thing are, if I can sort out how to actually write a freaking SD card image, I can use the Raspberry Pi OS Lite image and just put this on a small 4 gig card, and that should be happy, and then make it work on the Pi 0W, because this Pi, of course, is connected to Ethernet, but it's working. So, theory of operation validated. This be good. So now I can go in here to like the world of games,